Hey guys, this is Icyy C. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I made the beat to Rosalina's Ice World.
Feels like I am freezing. Don't give a fuck cause all my demons know that you've been sleeping. Here I'm a fella because you've been dreaming.
Now if you guys have not heard the song yet, please go listen to that first. The links will be provided in the description. And all we need to do is just show you guys how it's made. So this free stock plugin right here is what I used to made this melody right here. Obviously I could not export it, or could not leave it as is. I had to get FL keys on to keep the melody MIDI intact, and then I just exported it to an audio file. Right here is a sound from Heat Up 3. This is one of my go-to VSTs that I use, one of the few that I actually tend to use. It is a synth under the name Glow. It'll sound like this. So this pad right here is from FL Studio's stock plugin Citrus, and not a whole lot of variety, good sounds on Citrus, but I did manage to find this pad. Fun fact, this is the same pad that I used for my song Luca. So the sound that you're gonna listen to sounds like this. Here's what the 808 pattern's looking like. I have a kick pattern. It doesn't really follow the 808, but here's what it sounds like. And then I had a clap. Added in the snare to give it a little bounce. The hi-hats, just the regular two-step pattern, just simple. Right here is a little rim shot, really subtle. Right here I added another sound, which is pretty much just a rim shot with a lot of reverb added to it. Right here I added another perk, which sounds like a rattle, so yeah. As you guys can see, I added a lot of percussion to the song. This is a drip sound with a lot of reverb and delay. Then last but not least, we have the Vox, which is just a typical woo yell. Shout out to Simon Sabrita for that one. So the riser that I used is from an Icyy C drum kit. It is a Chief Keef riser. I just pitched it down quite a bit. So this sound right here is kind of gives off a game sound. I got this from the MZ drum kit from 2019, which is provided with a lot of sounds. Right here is a transition that just pretty much is what I use to end off the verse. Just a typical transition sound. And then last but not least, your Icyy C producer tag. So the introduction to the song is 16 bars. The chorus is also 16 bars. And the verses are also 16 bars. King Bunny went the extra effort to add in 24 bars. So here's what the chorus sounds like all together. Here's what the verse sounds like. So with the verse, I took out the melody of the main sound that I was using, just to keep it really simple, give the artist a lot of room to rap over. As you can see, not a whole lot of percussion going on in either of the verses. The only effects that I add on most of my sounds are just low pass, high pass, pretty much, yeah, just taking out the low end, taking out the high end. That's pretty much what it is for each sound on this song. So now, with all that out of the way, it is time to get into the main vocal effects. So here's what it sounds all together.
Feels like I am freezing. Don't give a fuck cause all my demons know that you've been sleeping.
Here's what the vocals sound like by itself.
Feels like I am freezing.
Here's what the Ad-Libs sound like without the vocals.
Freezing.
So here's what the mixer looks like. I used a lot of stock sounds, and the auto-tune that I got was free, so it is not the best, but it works. So first thing I used was a fruity compressor. Without that, the vocals sound really quiet. I'm just gonna take all of these off so that you don't really hear anything, just the vocals.
Feels like I am freezing.
Next thing I added was a fruity limiter, which right here you can see on the compressor.
Feels like I am freezing.
Then I added in the auto tune. I used low male for this one, the retune at 12, and then it was in F sharp major. Here's what that sounds like.
Feels like I am freezing. Don't give a fuck cause I know where my team is. Know that you've been sleeping. Here I have a fella because you've been dreaming. I'll make it, yeah, believe it. Won't listen to you because you are deceiving. My boys, yeah.
So right here I added an EQ to take out all of the harsh sounds to it.
Feels like I am freezing.
Right here I added Maximus to use it as a de-esser. Right here I added fruity reverb to give it the reverb noise.
Feels like I am freezing.
And then right here, this is nothing important. You just kind of turn it on. This is for the beginning of the introduction to the track.
Feels like I am freezing.
Now it's time to get into the ad-libs. I'm going to show you guys what I used. A lot of stock plugins as well. And obviously tweaking with the main knob of the volume so that it doesn't sound too loud. First things first, obviously, is the fruity compressor just to boost up the vocals itself. Next thing you know was the parametric EQ, which is under the preset vocal presence. Right here I added fruity reverb and brought the wet knob and dry all the way up so that, and then I just kind of played around and see what worked, what didn't. Here's what it sounds like by itself.
Magic.
So add the compressor and the EQ.
Magic.
Then add the reverb.
Magic.
And then right here I added a fruity wave shaper so that I can give it the distortion that it, like, I love this. That's really brought the ad-libs to life. This is what I love about the track, is the ad-libs.
Magic.
So right here I added a fruity limiter so that it doesn't go above the certain knob I had it to, which is 13 dB, surprisingly.
Magic.
But really compresses it.
Classic.
And gives it that distorted sound. I don't know, it's just something that I liked about this track itself. Here's what it sounds like all together.
All in that magic. Give me the ball, you know I'ma pass it. Making a classic. You already know that I'm bringing in traffic. You are a has-been.
By the way, I did not master this track on here. If you guys can look at the master, there is nothing here, but I did work on that, and it is fully mastered on the main song. I just want to show you guys the sounds that I used, the mixing for the vocals, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So once again, if you guys have not heard Rosalina Ice World featuring King Bunny, I highly suggest you guys go do that. As you guys can see, I did not include King Bunny's verse, is because he sent me back the verse. He did not send me back the raw vocals. He got it mixed for himself, whether that was his engineer or he did it himself, don't really know, but it came back. It was heat. I enjoyed it. I fuck with it. So once again, shout out to King Bunny for hopping on the track. Go check out Rosalina's Ice World, and I will see you guys soon. Icyy forever.
Feels like I am freezing. Don't give a fuck cause I know where my team is. Know that you've been sleeping. Here I have a fella because you've been dreaming. I'll make it, yeah, believe it. Won't listen to you because you are deceiving. My boys, yeah, they scheme.